It's SBKX, Superbike World Championship. But that's not important, because what's got me puzzled are all those letters in the name. I have no idea what SBK stands for, but I'm willing to bet the X stands for extreme. I mean, people who drink Mountain Dew and ride crotch rockets reflexively proclaim their extremeness at every given opportunity, often at the expense of the letter E. Of course, vowel neglect is the least of this game's problems. This is always a tough position to be in because I do appreciate the things Superbike World Championship does. This isn't a bad game by any means, but at the same time, I had no fun with it whatsoever. In fact, this game was almost excruciatingly boring to play. But I offer that as a personal statement. That's not a fair criticism to make. If you like these kind of bikes and random letters lumped together, SBKXCDYZ Superbike World Championship is definitely a race worth looking into. Superbike World Championship is a bike racing game broken into 3 main modes. You've got arcade, simulation, and multiplayer. It's pretty self-explanatory stuff. If you play through the arcade mode, Superbike World Championship is a lot more lenient with its implementation of physics and gravity. The bike won't fall over, things are a bit more arcadey, only they're not really very arcadey. And for me, that's kind of a big problem. I'm more of an excite bike guy. Also, why throw in an arcade mode if it doesn't feel arcadey? This just feels like a gimped version of the other simulation mode. Then again, at least I could finish a few races in the arcade mode. Speaking of simulation mode, that was an absolute nightmare. I mean, I want to go fast. If I wanted to worry about my speed as I went into a turn, I'd get in my car. Although those 2 modes are kind of different, they're built around a very similar feature. In arcade mode, the main feature is a story mode. In simulation mode, you get this full career option, which is nice. The problem is the story mode is basically just a watered down version of the career option. You might have to finish each race in a certain position, for example, but that's about all there is to the arcade mode. Things are a little more complex in the career mode. That's where you get to go through all the minutiae you'd expect from a career mode in a video game. There are goals to set, there are teams to join, and there's actually a real sense that the results of each race are actually going to have a real impact on the progress of your career, in which case, I'm f***ed. Look, the game plays well for what it is, but otherwise, everything about Superbike World Championship is a little too bare bones. The graphics, the presentation, it all feels a bit thin, and even the multiplayer modes have pretty limited options. But if you like bikes and you can deal with a pretty steep learning curve, the thoroughly average SBKX Superbike World Championship might be a game for you. I mean, maybe you'll have more fun with it than I did.